the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10.
They run again with Dillon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 39, Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Reich.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
22 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Our Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Intended for.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Touchdown.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
For Minnesota.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Switch up. 55,
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On third down, here's Dillon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Smith, the quarterback sack. A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
So we have come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
First target, first catch, and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Dillon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start the drive with Anderson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
3-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football. League on EA Sports.
Packers 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
12-yard line.
22, he's coming, 22.
Throwing is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Taken down back at the 15-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25
The
yards.
Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
St. Brown.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Slant to Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play? And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Rodgers' pass incomplete on the deep ball. It's now
2nd and 20.
And 20.
We own him. Like 22, he's coming. 22.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And